This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're up with the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Ardarius Stewart now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They go play action here on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Allen again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Green, 39.
On third down, Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there at 22.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They run it with Ballage. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going on fourth down. Rosen. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Check 50. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Rosen on first and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balazs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
No, check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, that's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden, trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Leopard! Leopard!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Incomplete. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rosen will throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Pushed into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. 51's the bite. 51's the bite. Detroit. Over.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now Balaj. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Josh Allen. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He goes underneath the Drake. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Rosen on first down. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He was looking that time for Stills. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw without him. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. A good pickup there at 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rosen will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will extend their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch it now, Barney!
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Hey, 86. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Over. All right, now, look at this.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Leopard.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna with me cause of wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't